Feel free. Come on, make some noise. Ric Flair! There we go. I should probably introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris Maniatis. Some know me as Manicotty. My little ones call me Daddy. Sophia, Matthew over there. Some people call me Space Cowboy. Some call me the Gangster of Love. The love of my life, Diana, calls me a few other things that we're not going to get into right now. Strangely, no one calls me Maurice. You know what you were getting into. You asked for this. So this is my first time doing this. I know, right? How's it going so far? You're probably all asking, how did you get the gig? And truthfully, I have no idea. The only thing I could come up with was that I know that they wanted a lighthearted, funny, rock and roll wedding with a heavier guy with a beard, and Jack Black was apparently busy. So, and that was considerably less money. Keep it together there, buddy. Got it, man. So, I've known Danny and Melissa for quite some time. Our kids play together. We've played music together, me and Danny. We ate parties, ate dinner. You know, we're friends. Family. One day I get a call, and it's Danny and Melissa. And they say, hey, you're on speakerphone. Are you sitting down? I'm like, I stood up, and they said, no. Wait, why? What's going on? And take me off speakerphone. Why would you do this? That's a tense moment. What the heck happened? So they said, we're getting married. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, awesome. Good for you guys. And we'd like you to perform our wedding. Oh, I sat back down, and I thought to myself, yes. First of all, I said yes, and wow, they must be drunk. I have to know, were you guys? You weren't? All right, 2 points. Yes. So, good choice, by the way. So, the second thing I thought was, how the heck am I going to pull this off? Because, I am not a public speaker. I've been on stage before many times, but this is quite different. And then, now that I'm here in front of all you, I see all the friends and family and everybody here, I obviously couldn't imagine not doing this. And I want to thank Danny, Melissa, Daniela, Christopher, Elijah, your whole family for this gift. Because this is a gift for me. And thank you so much. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You look nervous, dude. Like really nervous. Almost as nervous as me. You look like you need a drink. We should have got here earlier. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Sorry. So good. What's the touch of your lips? No, you got more stuff to do. Melissa, you need that more. Drink that child. Warm like cold feet. One more for good measure. You got plenty of time later, sir. All right, let's get to it. I feel loose now, don't you? Well, when Danny and Melissa and I first talked about this, and when we first started talking about how it was going to go down, they said they wanted it to be, I guess, unconventional, is a word in a sense. You're welcome. I already covered that. They also didn't want a long, drawn-out, boring ceremony filled with scriptures. Hashtag nailed it. But most of all, they wanted everyone to have fun. Their biggest concern was all of you to have fun. You guys having fun? Yeah! 2 more hours, we'll wrap this up, and then we can party, all right? I promise it won't be that long. So, I'd like to tell the story about how Danny and Melissa met. And it's interesting because I didn't know this story until last night. That's true. So, Danny doesn't know a lot of this. I worked a lot with Melissa and all this, so if you see him making funny faces or collapsing, it's because he's unprepared. But we did our homework. Sorry, pal. So I won't go into a ton of detail because I just learned it last night. And I know that there's young ones and parents and family and stuff, so I'm going to make it nice and simple and easy for everyone. Okay? Alright, so Vince Neil and Lemmy are on top of this mountain. Some of you got that. That's good. Okay. That's not how it started. So Melissa went out to a show, a Partners in Crime show. Foreshadowing, huh? Huh? See, what had happened was Jay, the drummer for Partners in Crime, the best man over here, had a tummy ache. He was fighting krakens and saving a fire from a baby. And, well, Danny had to fill in. Well, too bad for Jay, and awesome for Danny. So Melissa saw Danny. He was all alone, out back, probably vaping, I'd imagine. Melissa was like, OMG, toast for reals, here's my deeds. Danny looked around, was like, am I being bumped? For real, bros? Ashton. And they vaped for a few months and talked. Had some dates, flip cup, rock and roll, swimming, vaping, playing with the kids. Kids are getting cranky, more rock and roll, meatballs, mo-o, vape, yada yada, and bam! Bippity boppity boop. I'm up here in a dress shirt on a Friday. Thanks. You get the gist, right? You get it. So, all of that in between though, I mean, look how far you guys have come. And all this is stemmed from you both love of music and friends and fun situations, and that brought you guys together. You know, you've built a family together. You've built each other up. You've made a home together. You've made friends together. I think it's safe to say, on behalf of everyone here, we're all so very proud of what you've both accomplished. It's not easy. Nothing in life is easy. And to do all that, it's amazing. We're all doing it little by little, and you guys, come on, that's awesome. Who doesn't think that that's not an amazing feat on its own? And we all know that you're going to continue to excel as a couple and as a family, even when the going gets tough. And that's the majority of life. I mean, we're all not strangers to it. Life's hard most of the time. And that's what this is all about. This is all about, for all of us, you know, the tough times. The easy times are easy, but the tough times are what make the easy times good. So don't think that he's gonna, like, all of a sudden do chores and stuff. But there's some things that are gonna end for you, pal. Just saying. Yeah, we'll look it up to the G of the convention. With that being said, I took some lyrics from my favorite band that always lifted me up since I was a boy. And it's a small little section. And it means a lot to me about dealing with the bad, because it seems like it's always around the corner. And here they are. So, and when your fears subside and shadows still remain, I know that you can love me when there's no one left to blame. So never mind the darkness, we still can find a way. 'Cause nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain. Woo! Yeah. That, to me, has been special my whole life. Anytime something was hard, if I heard that, it made me feel better. Because everything is going to, somehow, it's always going to get better. I can't stress that enough. In my life, I deal with it all the time. I don't think there's a person here that doesn't. So I wanted to share that with you because that's something that I use to help me get through my tough times. And maybe that might help you if it hasn't already. So you go back and you think about all this stuff we just talked about. And still, how is this possible? Why are we here? Like, why did this happen? How are we here? Other than obviously cars and motorcycles, and I think that guy came in a helicopter. I'm going to get that guy's number later. But it's three little words. And it's these three little words that mean so much. The older that we get, the more bills that pile up, the more complicated our lives get with kids and school and chores and vaping. And these three little words, they bring us hope. They fill our soul, they comfort us. They get us through the bad days, they show us the light at the end of the tunnel, and it reminds us it's always darkest just before dawn. And no, it's not open bar, dude. It's I love you. However, open bar, dude. Right? We all know that saying those three little words, I love you, can be so hard. It's hard to say this. It's not easy. But hearing them, it feels good, right? It's not easy to say it, but hearing it, it's amazing. It's the easiest thing in the world to receive. Who doesn't like to hear that? Well, I have to think of a couple people, but they're not here anyway, so we'll move on. But why does it feel good? I didn't know. I've never done this before. I'm not like a motivational speaker. I'm not a life coach. I have a hard time dealing with my own life. And I'm trying to find something knowledgeable to say and something important to say and make everybody happy, right? And, make the parents feel good and teach the kids a lesson and make you guys not want to fire me in the middle of this, right? So I sat there and I thought, I said, what's love? What's love got to do with it? Seriously. I didn't know until yesterday. I sat and I pondered for minutes. I asked, why does love feel so good? It's so powerful, this invisible, intangible, overwhelming, emotional drug called love. Caution, it may cause happiness, laughter, tears of joy, pain and suffering, rage, peace of mind, bad decisions, and euphoria. I mean, you can love a guitar or a piece of jewelry or an item. You can truly love this and yet still sell it in order to pay for a wedding or fix your wife's car or buy your husband a drum set or a really cool gun. That's love, right? But it's not the love that feels good. This is my opinion, by the way. Love doesn't feel good. Although it does, it's a factor in it. It's the commitment that comes with love. That's the real deal. That's what brought us all here today. Love is the fuel for commitment. And I came up with this all on my own, by the way. I didn't steal any of this from anybody. This literally came to me, and doing this has made me a better person. And I'm going to thank you once again, because I literally came to this conclusion, and this changed my life indefinitely. So love is what gives us strength, courage, clarity, and insanity to commit. That's insane. You never think about doing that. And then when you do, it's because of the love. That's your fuel, right? So commitment is why we're here. Commitment is the ultimate gift. And today, Danny and Melissa have honored and blessed all of us to be able to witness their commitment to each other fueled by their love. And that's the best thing you could do for all of these people here, including me. You gave us that gift from the both of you. Danny and Melissa, I want you guys to look in each other's eyes. Just look at each other. And seriously, look into each other's eyes and take in this moment. Because this is the biggest moment in your life. There will be bigger ones. But right now, this is it. This is the moment. You guys, you ready for this? It's getting good. Danny, Melissa, you guys, when I would ask you, they put you on the spot. You remember? I put you on the spot because I was like, I'm on the spot. You guys are on the spot. I want you both to tell me right now, without thinking about it, without anything, I want you to tell me 3 reasons. Give me a couple reasons, 3 reasons. Why are you marrying her? And I'm not going to put you on the spot now and make you say it, so I typed it out, put it in here, and I'm going to say it for you. Okay. So Danny, you told me that Melissa makes you a better man. That's huge. You told me she makes you a better father. You told me she shows you extreme support for your dreams. If that's not love and commitment, I don't know what is. What else do you need? They don't seem like huge things, right? There's no $1 billion bank account, it's not like, I don't know, is there? It's those little things that come together. So I'm going to ask you this, Danny. Do you take Melissa to be your lawfully wedded wife through times good and bad to the end of time? I'm sorry? Good job. Now, you do. You said I do. Even though she sheds a lot, and there's hair everywhere, even all over your clothes, and she snores loudly at night before you fall asleep, and she falls asleep 5 minutes into every movie. That is what you said, correct? Okay. I think we can all agree that's love and commitment. And Melissa, you told me Danny works so hard to provide for your family. You told me that he treats your children as his own. You also told me that he takes care of you when you're down and not feeling well. And most importantly, he makes you laugh. Because without laughter, life is boring. It's terrible. I'm going to ask you, do you take Danny to be your lawfully wedded husband through times good and bad to the end of time? Really? Even though he leaves dishes in the sink, is at practice 34 times a week, combs his beard and leaves those nasty little hairs all over the counter? Hairy family, right? Like they got all these hair problems I didn't know about. You learn so much about people when you do this job. It's amazing. The knowledge that one can take in. And even though, there's more. Even though he's so slow, and you wind up being late for everything. Really? He should probably shut your mouth. So now, here's the good part. Can I please have the rings? If somebody could go to Jared real quick, we'd be set. All right, little man, good job. Woo! You see how, hey, let's give him a Ric Flair. I wasn't unprepared for an unboxing. Danny, repeat after me. With this ring, I commit my unconditional love to you until the end of time. Melissa, repeat after me. Danny, with this ring, I commit my unconditional love to you until the end of time. This is the best part. You guys ready? By the powers vested in me through the heavy metal gods and apparently some nerd in Tallahassee, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the ground. Can I get a Ric Flair?